Hey guys, greetings from sunny West Michigan, and today I've got the new E-flite SE5A 900mm Bind and Fly Basic. I'm going to be flying it with my trusty Spectrum NX7E Plus transmitter, and I'll be using a Spectrum 4S 2200 30C pack. And this thing is packed with scale details. As you can see here, even has a Lewis forward-firing machine gun on the top of the wing and a scarf for the pilot. So hey, without further ado, let's go fly. Our field is rather lumpy, so I'm going to hold full up elevator while I taxi out. We'll get her turned into the wind here and away we go. Takeoffs are pretty uneventful. She tracks very nicely. It is a bit breezy here today, but I don't anticipate having any issues flying it because with AS3X Plus, it should smooth the flight performance out nicely. For most of this flight routine, I'm just going to stick to scale-like maneuvers that you might have seen an SE5A perform had you been around back in the early 1900s. And we'll start it off with a nice big scale loop, very easily performed. And let's bring it up into a nice wing over, followed by a nice scale barrel roll. Such a nice smooth flyer, even on a breezy day. It's really just a lot of fun to cruise around simulating flying over France and the Western Front in 1918, all the while keeping an eye on my 6 for the Red Baron himself. This will be my first departure from the scale type maneuvers because I always have to do the mandatory 4-point roll. And it does it with ease. And it even really looks good here doing a reverse Cuban 8. I mentioned before that the SE5A is packed with scale details, and if you listen for a second, you can almost hear the flying wires whistling in the wind. And I'm not sure, but does anybody know if they did snap rolls with World War I airplanes? And just in case the Red Baron has me in his sights, I think I'm going to do a little evasive inverted flat spin to get out of harm's way. It will perform consecutive rolls very nicely without losing any altitude. And while I finished inverted here, I'm not sure if World War I airplanes had inverted fuel systems. In any case, this SE5A handles very well inverted. For this flight here, I am just using the stock control surface throws as it comes out of the box, and I've only added a small amount of expo. I think I've got 25% on each control surface. And let's bring it around here for a low strafing pass. It looks so good in the air. And it does a very nice double stall turn. Most of the flying so far has been at half or 2/3 throttle with a little more throttle added for the vertical elements. But now I'm going to pull it back to a little bit under half, and let's see how she does just cruising around low and slow. It's very smooth and locked in, and it's very easy to keep in a nice, tight, close-in pattern. I'm going to bring it around here in the landing pattern, and I think I'm going to shoot a touch and go with this first attempt, and we'll see how she settles in nicely, and a couple little bumps, but really not much to speak of there. Handled that with ease. And right into a quick little victory roll before we bring her in one last time. So there you have it. The E-flite SE5A 900mm bind and fly, something unique to have out at the field. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.